Who in here is currently using artificial intelligence? Drop a AI in the chat for me. Drop AI in the chat for me if you are currently using artificial intelligence in some way, shape, or form. So whether that be ChatGPT, whether that be Claude AI, whether that be Perplexity, Google Gemini, right? Base 44, any of those websites. Who's not using AI right now? Go ahead and drop me in the chat. If you do not use AI, if you don't mess with ChatGPT, if you don't mess with Claude, go ahead and drop a me inside the chat. I can almost guarantee you by the end of this call, you will be using artificial intelligence. I can almost guarantee if I show up to JD's call tomorrow, I can almost guarantee that those that said me, you're going to tell me that you stayed up all night after tonight's call because you fell in love with AI. Can almost guarantee that. All right. So we're not going to waste no time. Let's jump right into it. All right, perfect. So AI agents, the employees that run your entire business while you sleep. I go by the name of Coach Ream Team. I have taught thousands to use artificial intelligence. If you have learned to use artificial intelligence through my teachings and through my coaching, go ahead and drop a me inside the chat right now. If you learned the gem or two how to use AI much better in your business to automate your workflows, to create content, to just help you become a better thinker and a better executor, go ahead and drop a me inside of the chat. All right, so again, I've taught thousands how to use artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, and Claude for their entire business. Now, my goal is to teach hundreds of thousands how to build AI agents that actually run their business. All right, so today we're going to go over the what, the why, and we're going to do a few live demos that you can do while we're on this call. So we just did an event on Saturday in New York City. Business owners and solopreneurs like myself came to learn how to build and deploy AI agents for their own businesses and also for other people. So here's what we're going to do in the next 60 minutes. We're going to go over what an AI agent actually is and why it is nothing like ChatGPT or Claude Chat. We're going to go over how agents can run a co-hosting or an Airbnb business. We're also going to go over why every single business by 2030 will absolutely need AI agents, whether they like it or not. And then we're going to go over your first move and where you should go next. Again, I go by the name Coach Ream Team from Brooklyn, New York. I'm an operator first. I'm a coach second. I scaled my co-hosting company in August of 2022 from one property all the way to 40 properties, managing them 100% remotely from my phone, right? I've taught thousands to use AI across every kind of business that you can think of, not only just Airbnb and co-hosting. Right now, currently, my whole entire business runs on AI agents. I have no employees. I have no payroll. I don't have to pay any agency. I don't have to pay a graphic designer. I don't have to pay a web developer. I don't have to pay an automations person. I don't have to pay any closers. My agents run my entire business. Now, how I got here. April of 2022. I decided that I wanted to go ahead and start an Airbnb business in Atlanta. And pretty much that looked like rental arbitrage. Is anybody familiar with rental arbitrage? If you've heard of that term before, that pretty much means that I went to either a landlord or a apartment complex and I pitched them our business, right? We do corporate housing for business professionals such as travel nurses, business executives, active military duty, right, and so forth. Um, We got the written approval from the property manager, allowing us to run the business. So we didn't just go to any random apartment complex, sign a lease, and try to run the business behind their back. We actually got written approval. In the event that anything changed between management, we would still be covered for the terms of our lease. All right, does that make sense? So for rental arbitrage, I was responsible for rent. I was responsible for furnishing. I was responsible for restocking. I was responsible for hiring and firing cleaners. We'll get into that a little bit later. All right. I was pretty much responsible for every single bill associated with the Airbnb. November 2022, I found AI. 3 months into the business, November 2022, I think it was like Thanksgiving or Black Friday, ChatGPT dropped and it made everything easier for me. All right. Back then, it was just a chat bot. I gave it a task. It gave me an answer. I used it for things like listing titles, descriptions, check-in and check-out instructions, house rules, negotiating with property managers, faster guest replies, curating apartment shortlist. Right. That was the chat bot era in 2022. Now we are in a whole different era. Would you believe me if I told you that there are now people in 2026 that are now starting to use ChatGPT 4 years later? How many of y'all would believe me if I told y'all that? And who does that apply for in here, actually? Is there anybody that just started using ChatGPT this year, 2026? Right? So I look at it personally like, yo, you 4 years late. I don't even use ChatGPT like that no more. That's old news. That's old news for me, right? Because ChatGPT is a tool. Claude Chat is a tool also. You have to give it an input in order for you to get an output. If you don't enter anything in, you get nothing back. Is that true or false? Is that true or false? With a chatbot, if you don't give an input, you don't get an output. If you don't type something to it, you don't get anything back. That is a tool. A tool works when you work. A system works without you. And that's exactly what an AI agent is. Right. So you already know what the chatbot is. Chat GPT, input in, output out. Now, an AI agent is a different beast. So a chatbot versus an AI agent. The chatbot, what most of you probably use right now, you are the driver. You type a request, it answers. No memory once you close it, right? It waits for your next input. Every step still needs you. With an AI agent, it drives. You just direct. So think of it like you have a chauffeur, and all you have to do is give your chauffeur the direction, and your chauffeur brings you to the destination. Does that make sense? That's what an AI agent is, right? So you give it a goal, it runs, it remembers your business, it uses the tools, right? It can send, it can post, right? It can book you appointments. It works while you sleep, literally. Three things that turn AI into an employee. Number one, memory. It remembers your business, it knows your voice, it knows your listing, it knows your guest. There is no starting from zero. Tools, it can actually do things for you, right? With certain connections, APIs, and different things like that, it can do things like actually message your guests for you, right? It can update pricing, it can post content, it can also pull reports. It's hands, not just a mouth. And then level three, autonomy. You give it a goal and it plans, it acts, it checks its own work, and it comes back to you with the results, not just the advice. Now, this isn't theory, it's my regular Tuesday. My business runs on 8 AI agents. Today, I decided to launch a YouTube channel, and my agent edited the video for me. My agent posted the video for me with the title and with the description that the agent came up with. and also the thumbnail. I wasn't a part of the process. I gave it direction. It came back and did the finished result. Does that make sense? How many business owners in here know that content is something that you lack? How many business owners know that you're not posting enough content on social media in order for you to get more clients, more leads, and more customers? How many people in here are tired of paying graphic designers? How many of y'all are tired of waiting on graphic designers to get your work done for you? How many of y'all think that you don't have a proper strategy in your business? I can confidently say that today, and for some of y'all, y'all may think that it's a bad thing, and hey, it is what it is. I no longer have to think for myself. My AI agents handle all of the decisions for me. My AI agents handle all of the pricing for me. My AI agents handle all of the emails, all of the text messages, all of the automated posting on my Instagram, inside of my school community, now on my brand new YouTube channel. My AI agents handle all of the sales for my business. My AI agents also do an intel scan every single day on all of my competitors that also teach AI. I don't have to watch YouTube videos. My AI agents knows the people that we have on that list. All right. And they let me know every day what those coaches, what those influencers, or whatever it might be, educators are doing when it comes to AI. Right. So how agents can actually help you inside of your Airbnb and co-hosting for those of y'all that are along this journey. I want everybody to go ahead and open up ChatGPT. We're going to go into the tool version right now, right? So remember, I briefly explained the difference between using a tool and having a system. A tool works when you work, input in, output out, right? And also a system works without you. All right, so go ahead and open up ChatGPT. Everyone just go ahead and let's see. All right, cool. Hold off on the ChatGPT for right now, y'all. We'll use it in another 2 slides. All right, so what an agent can actually handle for a host: guest communication, pricing and seasonality. All right, listing optimization, the upsell aisle, lead and PM follow-up, help with your cleaners, and review and admin work. All right. So your week as a host goes like this right now without AI agents. You're glued to your phone answering guests. Your pricing is set once and forgotten about. You're leaving money on the table because you don't have any upsells. Right. Leads go cold in your inbox because you're not responding fast enough. You are the business. Here's how it looks with AI agents in your Airbnb and co-hosting business. Your guests get answered in minutes in your voice. Rates move with demand automatically. The checkout aisle runs itself. Every lead gets a follow-up every single time. You run the business, it does not run you. All right, so let's use AI in your Airbnb business live right now. You already have ChatGPT. I need you to open it up on your phone or your laptop. We're going to run 3 real use cases right now, and I definitely want every single person to follow along. All right, so go ahead and screenshot this, drop a done in the chat once you're done. Drop a done in the chat once you got it. All right, and what I need you to do after that, I need you to upload that into ChatGPT, and I need you to tell it to answer this for me. All right. So write a pitched message to a property owner with a vacant or underperforming rental. Speak to their fears, damage, vacancy, bad tenants. Position me as a professional co-host who handles everything and offer steady, predictable income. Warm, confident, under 150 words. All right. So everyone go ahead and take that, put it into your chat GPT, go ahead and get an answer. Once you got it, once you have gotten an answer, drop "I got an answer" in the chat for me. Shout out to Katina. Okay, okay. Y'all moving quick. Y'all moving quick. I like that. I like that. Was this prompt helpful in any sort of way? Drop a W in the chat if it was helpful. Something light, nothing too crazy. Drop a W in the chat if it was helpful. All right. Perfect, perfect. Did it give you some sort of clarity, understanding how you can use AI to help you out in your co-hosting business? By just knowing what to say, right? Because we gave it enough context. We didn't just say write a pitch to a property owner. All right. We gave it the context. With context comes understanding, and you get an answer specific to the use case that you need it for, right? Prompt number two, go ahead and screenshot it, upload it into ChatGPT. And once you have gotten an answer, drop I got an answer. So a guest is upset about whatever issue and hinting at a bad review. Write a reply that hears them out, genuinely empathizes, offer a specific fix within the hour, and protect the 5-star review. Warm, professional, zero defensiveness. Perfect, 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 perfect. Again, I want to ask you something. Did this help give you some clarity, not on how to do this if you run into this issue, but understanding how to use AI to help you out? Understanding that giving it enough context will give you the answer that you need. All right, we're going to go on to the next one. Go ahead, take a screenshot, upload it to your ChatGPT, and let me know that you got an answer. And everything's going to come full circle after this next slide, I promise you. Everything is going to come full circle after this next slide. And when it goes full circle, I need y'all to light this chat up. All right, I need y'all to light this chat up. When it goes full circle. All right, so drop it. Drop the I got an answer once you got an answer. Perfect. So again, I just gave you three basic prompts, right? This is not even nothing crazy, right? But to show you that the more clarity and the more context you give to AI, it'll help you out in ways that you probably have never thought of. Right. So now what this does, it changes the way that you operate and it changes the way that you use AI because now you understand if you give it clarity, if you give it enough context, it'll help you out. You no longer get those generic answers. All right. How many of y'all have gotten a generic answer from AI before and now you're realizing, yo, I didn't give it enough context. I didn't give it enough clarity. And that's why I got the answer that I got. Sad to say, but garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out. All right. Now, where it all comes full circle, and like I told y'all before, I need y'all to light up the chat once it starts making sense. You just asked. An AI agent never has to be asked. What you just did, you opened ChatGPT and you asked 3 plays, landing a unit, saving a review, and filling the calendar. If you didn't put those inputs in, you wouldn't have gotten an output. You just used the tool. And there's nothing wrong with using tools. But a tool works when you work. Does that make sense? A tool works when you work. We just use the tool. What an agent does is runs every last thing that we just had to put into ChatGPT. It runs it on its own. The pitches to the owners, the answers to the guest, the changing of the pricing, the coming up with different strategies, all while you sleep. the difference between a tool and a system. A tool works when you work, a system works without you. Right now, why every single business needs this by 2030. I can confidently say that a lot of you in here and a lot of people all across the world, they are now starting to use ChatGPT in 2026. They're about 4 years late to the game. I got started with AI agents in February. In February to now, we have built some things that I wouldn't have even thought of. You know, I think I got a couple of my students in here too, and they'll tell you the same thing. They have built things unimaginable. They never thought a system can work how this works. Running operations, running daily operations, right? Running a daily briefing, having a team meeting without you. This will be like, Reem, what do you told? What do you mean running a meeting? My agents have a meeting without me every single day, and I just wake up to a briefing. All right. So every single business is going to need this by 2030. And to be honest with you, you're either going to be the person that are building AI agents, or you're going to be the person that are paying someone to build out an AI agent for you. As simple as that. Right. So from chatbot to workforce. 2005 websites, 2015 social media plus mobile, 2022 ChatGPT, 2026 AI agents, and 2030 fully autonomous AI agents that run your entire business without you. All right. The pattern always repeats itself. The early adopters look crazy until everyone who waited looks obsolete. Right. So your AI employee can cost you less than your morning coffee. Right. For everything that I mentioned, is this worth $3 a day? Is this worth $3 a day? I mean, hello, simple math. Is it worth not having to worry about employees calling out, employees not doing the job that they're supposed to do, employees being unreliable, nobody giving you attitude, right? Right. So now the part that most people miss about this is if you can build AI agents out for yourself, you can also build them out for other people. Most business owners are never going to learn this skill. They're either too busy, make up excuses of why they can't do it, right? And they'll be happily to pay someone else to do it for them. All right. So remember, I said it by 2030, every single business is going to implement AI agents. All right. You're either going to be the person building them or you're going to be the person paying someone to build them for you. All right, which one will you be? Are you going to be the person on the left side doing everything by hand, capped at your own hours, slower, pricier, always behind, forever hiring, forever training? Or are you going to be the person that moved because you understand this right here is like purchasing Bitcoin at under $100? This opportunity right here is like purchasing Bitcoin at $100. Right? The ones who move are going to have a team of AI agents per person, outputs that run 24 hours, 7 days a week, faster, cheaper, everywhere at once. And this allows you to do the things that you actually love doing. Traveling more, spending more time with your family, spending more time with your parents, right? Going on a daily walk, traveling across the world, right? So don't boil the ocean. Do this. I want everyone to think of one painful task that you have. What's something that you hate doing? What's something that you consider your weakness? Right? That is the first task that you would want an AI agent to do for you. All right. Now, I want everyone to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. All right. I'm going to drop a link inside of the chat. Follow me on the gram. Another thing, I'm going to drop a link for you all. I have a community as well, over 2,700 people learning about artificial intelligence. So I'll drop the link in the chat shortly for y'all that want to join that community to learn more about AI. All right.